Recruit. A recruit is the entry point for all new soldiers in the Irish Army and marks the beginning of their military training. Individuals in this rank focus on learning discipline, physical fitness, weapon handling, and foundational fieldcraft skills required for service. They receive instruction from qualified non-commissioned officers who guide their early development and monitor their progress throughout basic training. Recruits do not hold leadership responsibilities and instead concentrate on building the core competencies needed for operational readiness. This rank carries no insignia, symbolizing the start of a soldier's professional journey and the essential learning phase that prepares them for service in the Defense Forces. Private 2-Star. Private 2-Star is the first fully enlisted rank attained after completing basic training and entering general service. At this level, soldiers continue to hone their understanding of military procedures while starting to apply the practical skills introduced during training. Their duties typically include maintaining equipment, supporting daily operations, and adapting to the standards expected of their unit. Private 2-Stars are supervised and directed by corporals and sergeants who guide their transition into operational roles. This rank is distinguished by the 2-Star rank insignia and marks a soldier's initial step into structured service and professional growth. Private 3-Star. Private 3-Star is earned after additional course-specific training and reflects greater competency and readiness for operational duties. At this level, soldiers are typically assigned to permanent units where they perform responsibilities aligned with their military trade. Depending on their corps, they may hold titles such as gunner in the artillery, trooper in the cavalry, or signalmen in communications and information services. They support their section leaders by participating in training, equipment maintenance, and operational activities. This rank's significance lies in marking a soldier's progression from foundational learning to fully qualified service within the Irish Army. Corporal. Corporal is the first non-commissioned officer rank in the Irish Army and is awarded after completing the appropriate leadership and promotion courses. Corporals supervise small teams of soldiers, often leading sections or acting as second-in-command within various specialist groups depending on their corps. They are responsible for training junior personnel, ensuring discipline, and coordinating tasks during routine operations. Corporals report to sergeants, who provide guidance and oversight for section-level activities. The insignia for this rank features 2 winged chevrons, indicating the holder's position as an emerging leader within the non-commissioned officer structure. Sergeant. Sergeant is a senior non-commissioned officer rank typically attained after successful service as a corporal and demonstrated leadership ability. Sergeants may serve as second-in-command of platoons, oversee fire support elements, or hold instructional roles within training establishments. They are responsible for maintaining discipline, supervising training programs, and ensuring the welfare and development of the soldiers under their command. Sergeants report to company sergeants or other senior non-commissioned officers who coordinate activities across multiple sections. Their insignia consists of 3 winged chevrons, symbolizing advanced authority, experience, and responsibility within the Irish Army. Company Quartermaster Sergeant. Company Quartermaster Sergeant is a logistics-focused, non-commissioned rank responsible for managing equipment, supplies, weapons, and transport resources within a company. Equivalent titles exist in other corps, such as Battery Quartermaster Sergeant in the artillery and Squadron Quartermaster Sergeant in the cavalry. Soldiers in this rank oversee storage areas, maintain inventory records, and ensure that units are properly resourced for training and operations. They work closely with company sergeants and company-level officers to support daily activities and maintain readiness. The insignia includes 3 winged chevrons accompanied by the Quartermaster badge, reflecting their important logistical responsibilities. Company Sergeant. Company Sergeant is one of the most senior non-commissioned ranks in a company and plays a vital role in maintaining discipline, standards, and operational efficiency. Holders of this rank advise the company commander on personnel matters, training requirements, and administrative issues affecting soldiers. They supervise corporals and sergeants, ensuring that tasks are carried out effectively and that unit routines are followed. In some corps, the equivalent titles are Battery Sergeant or Squadron Sergeant. The insignia for this rank features the Defense Forces badge positioned above 3 winged chevrons, indicating their senior leadership standing within the company. Regimental Quartermaster Sergeant. Regimental Quartermaster Sergeant is responsible for overseeing large-scale logistical operations within a battalion-sized unit, including the management of equipment, clothing, weapons, and essential supplies. They coordinate with unit commanders and administrative staff to ensure that materials are properly maintained, accounted for, and distributed according to operational needs. Equivalent appointments exist in specialist units such as the Artillery Corps and the Army Ranger Wing. Regimental quartermaster sergeants supervise logistics personnel and maintain detailed inventories to support unit-level activities. Their insignia includes the quartermaster badge above a horizontal stripe, representing their senior authority in logistics operations. Sergeant Major. Sergeant Major is one of the highest enlisted appointments in the Irish Army and serves as the senior non-commissioned advisor within a unit. They oversee discipline, training standards, and the welfare of all enlisted personnel while supporting the unit commander and coordinating operations. Soldiers in this appointment monitor the performance of junior non-commissioned officers and help ensure the unit maintains high levels of readiness and morale. In the Cavalry Corps, the equivalent appointment is Regimental Sergeant Major. The insignia features the Defense Forces badge above two horizontal stripes, symbolizing their role as the senior enlisted leader within the formation. Second Lieutenant. Second Lieutenant is the entry-level commissioned officer rank in the Irish Army and is typically awarded upon completion of officer training. Officers in this role begin developing their command abilities by leading platoons and working closely with experienced non-commissioned officers who provide guidance and support. They assist in planning training, managing personnel, and ensuring their platoon maintains readiness for operations. Second lieutenants report to lieutenants or captains, depending on the command structure of their unit. The insignia for this rank features a single pip, symbolizing the start of an officer's professional leadership journey. Lieutenant. Lieutenant is achieved after gaining experience as a second lieutenant and reflects increased confidence and capability in leading soldiers. Officers in this rank command platoons, oversee training programs, and take responsibility for the welfare and discipline of approximately 30 soldiers. They collaborate closely with sergeants and corporals, who provide expertise in daily operations and support overall mission execution. Lieutenants report to captains, who guide company-level activities and ensure the coordination of multiple platoons. The insignia of two pips represents their growing authority within the commissioned officer structure. Captain. Captain is a key leadership rank responsible for managing company-level operations, administration, and personnel welfare. Officers at this level serve as second-in-command within companies and support the company commander in planning and executing training and operational tasks. Captains oversee logistics coordination, training schedules, and communication between junior officers and senior non-commissioned officers. They report to commandants, who command companies or hold equivalent appointments within the defense forces. The insignia for this rank features three pips, signifying the officer's established leadership position and expanding responsibilities. Commandant. Commandant is equivalent to the rank of major in many other military organizations and represents a senior field grade officer position. Officers at this level may command companies, serve in staff roles, or oversee specialized training establishments. They manage administrative functions, coordinate operations across multiple platoons, and ensure that training and readiness standards are consistently met. Commandants mentor junior officers and work closely with senior non-commissioned officers to maintain discipline and efficiency. Their insignia consists of two crossed swords, highlighting their elevated leadership responsibilities within the Irish Army. Lieutenant Colonel. Lieutenant Colonel is a senior officer rank responsible for commanding battalion-sized formations and overseeing operational planning, administration, and long-term training initiatives. Officers in this position may also serve in staff appointments at higher headquarters where they contribute to strategic decision-making. Lieutenant colonels supervise commandants and captains, ensuring that unit activities align with organizational goals and readiness standards. They report to colonels who hold broader oversight responsibilities across larger formations or higher-level staff structures. The insignia includes a pip above two crossed swords, symbolizing their advanced command authority and strategic influence. Colonel. Colonel is the highest field-grade officer rank and is commonly associated with senior staff appointments and organizational leadership roles. Officers in this rank oversee planning, capability development, administrative functions, and training programs across major Army formations. Colonels coordinate with lieutenant colonels, commandants, and senior defense forces leadership to ensure that policies and operational directives are properly implemented. They may also serve as chiefs of staff within headquarters or lead key institutional initiatives. The insignia for this rank features two pips above two crossed swords, reflecting their seniority and broad-ranging responsibilities. Brigadier General. Brigadier General is the lowest general officer rank and marks entry into the senior leadership of the Irish Army. Officers in this position command brigades or hold high-level staff roles involving operational planning, strategic development, and resource management. They coordinate the activities of subordinate commanders and ensure that major formations maintain readiness for domestic and international operations. Brigadier generals report to major generals, who oversee divisions and broader defense forces structures. Their insignia consists of two crossed swords surrounded by a laurel wreath, symbolizing distinguished service and elevated command authority. Major General. Major General is a senior general officer rank responsible for overseeing divisions, major operational commands, or high-level strategic functions within the defense forces. Officers in this rank manage planning, readiness, and coordination across large formations or directorates that support national defense objectives. They work closely with brigadier generals and lieutenant generals to ensure that operational outcomes align with strategic requirements. Major generals report to lieutenant generals, who hold the highest levels of military leadership within the Army. The insignia features a diamond above two crossed swords within a laurel wreath, indicating their significant influence and senior leadership role. Lieutenant General. Lieutenant General is the highest rank in the Irish Army and is typically held by the Chief of Staff of the Defence Forces officers. In this rank are responsible for shaping national defense policy, overseeing strategic planning, and directing the overall operations, training, and administration of the defense forces. They work closely with government officials and coordinate with senior leaders across all service branches to ensure the organization remains prepared for domestic and international commitments. Lieutenant generals report directly to the Minister for Defense, reflecting their position at the highest level of military authority. The insignia consists of two pips above two crossed swords within a laurel wreath, representing the pinnacle of leadership and service. Every rank in the Irish Army plays a crucial role in maintaining order, leadership, and operational success. From new recruits learning the basics to the highest commanders shaping national defense, each level contributes to the strength and legacy of the force. Which rank do you think carries the most pressure and responsibility? Tell us in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay updated for the next episode. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay tuned, stay safe, and stay informed. Only on Chain of Command.